What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Walter Tuomi, representing Neo Defective Gaming, aka Neo Defective. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Neo Defective, where I stream every weekend, so pretty much Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night during the demon hours for your viewing pleasure. If you're like me, you have a 9 to 5, and with that 9 to 5, you spend money on video games. Video games that hire voice actors and just regular actors in general that sometimes are underpaid, undervalued, underappreciated, and above all else, they have no benefits. The problem with the video game industry right now is that there is a very negative space and energy, and when things that are getting created cost millions of dollars, there's people that are involved, lives and wives and tales of divorces and things like that, right? It is what it is. All right. The point I'm trying to get here is one voice actress has voiced her outrage, her opinion, as she should, and as we all should go listen to her. I listened to all 3 videos that she posted, at least I think that she posted 3, and her name is Helena Taylor. Helena Taylor is on the big giant list of fuckery because this poor woman, who is a voice actor in video games, unfortunately has to voice her opinion about a negative interaction that has occurred for a legendary voice, hers, of a character, Bayonetta, that she harbors a working relationship with. So they hired Jennifer Hale, right? Famed voice actress, has done pretty much every video game. She's like the girl, and we're to Troy Baker's the man to video games. That's who they hire. Helena, though, knocked it out of the park with Bayonetta 1 and 2, but she's not going to reprise her role in Bayonetta 3 for this particular reason. She went on to say that she was offered $4,000 to reprise her role. Yeah, okay. Business practices can be shady dealings, although, albeit in the legal procedural way. Nintendo owns a small company that makes Bayonetta and also other Nintendo games. More than likely they had a hand in this dealing, in which she was offered a measly $4,000 to reprise her role, and no royalties, nothing, no benefits, zip nada, that's it. You're in and you're out if you want to do it. More than likely that's their way of saying we no longer require your services. So they went on with Jennifer Hale. Look, the issue here that a lot of people are jumping on, I don't think they all know the facts. They hear Helena Taylor and they know that they sympathize with her, right? Business practices and dealings tend to try to lowball an actor or voice actor to make sure that they deny their role. More than likely, that's what happened here. Look, guys, I'm on both sides. I am libertarian about all things business-wise when it comes to video games and just all things in general. I like to see actors paid. I want to see them have benefits. It's not happening right now in most video game corners. And yes, I would love for that to happen. And they do want to unionize. That's what this eventually is going to become, right? This discussion becomes, when do we unionize? Well, that's one thing I'm not exactly supportive of, because that's going to raise video game prices. Yes, it's good for the video games industry. It is on certain levels. Voice actors need, and actors, because they are actors. They're basically actors. They are actors. Need to be compensated for their time and effort and energy and everything, emotional stress, all that stuff. And then you have the whole crunch situation, right? Where EA Wives was a very common tale because people just didn't get to spend time with their families. Look, I feel bad for Helena, and she's saying to boycott Bayonetta 3. I don't think that's the answer, and this is just one man's opinion, but I do agree that she should have been compensated, or at least told that her time or energy was no longer required for this project. And this opens just a can of worms in all sorts of different directions. I mean, you can just start filling in word bubbles and things going crazy. Everybody's jump into conclusions because they hear her story, and it's a story that you can sympathize with, but it's not the whole picture. And then you have, unfortunately, in a very shitty move, Hideki Kamiya, who's created, again, one of the most beloved characters ever in Bayonetta, one of my favorite games of all time. Bayonetta is such a fantastic game. I beat the first one and the second one a bajillion times, and I played all the way to Rodin, spoilers, and I beat him both times, all right? I played them to that extent, and I love those games, and I love the voice actress, Helena, for contributing her role and making Bayonetta who she is, just a strong, independent character. Hideki Kamiya has been known to be very controversial, a la some of the tweets that he posts. He's very engaging with the fan base. He has been known to say some crazy things, but his response to the situation at hand, more than likely, we're all just assuming, and this is more than likely what it is, he tweeted out, right here, look right here, sad and deplorable about the attitude of untruth. That's what all I can tell now. By the way, beware of my rules. All cap. Look, the man has said some controversial things before in the past, such as keeping brainless insects out of my feed. He will go on record like a Dana White and just pretty much blurt out all necessary and unnecessary information, for good and for bad. The thing is here, who's really at fault? There's Nintendo, and then there's Platinum Games, and they probably just no longer required her services. Unfortunately, it could be just as simple as that. And she was offered $4,000. This is just one scenario I'm painting. She took that as an insult and decided to go to Twitter to voice her displeasure and say, ban, or you should all come together in support of me, Bayonetta, the character as well, and pretty much not buy anything from Platinum Games or Bayonetta 3. Let me know your opinion on what you feel. If you feel strongly, if you feel there should be unions, how you think a union would fix the video games industry, how you think it would be against the industry, and what you think of poor Helena and her situation. You guys, if you've been here before, you know what it is. Stay dirty, humans.